This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. A gain of 6 there on first.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Breeze. He's going to loft. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Sherrills. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Opposite.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Breeze able to find a veteran Ginn. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
Ready? 95-56. 95-56. Here we go.
Now Breeze again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. The end result, 21 yards.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Again, it's Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Oh, eluding the tackle. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 23-yard line.
Here we go. 780.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Breeze now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Breeze now on 1st down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Gun. 27 right. 27.
Throwing is Newton. Looking deep downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and goal, Breeze. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Vernon Butler able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. From the end zone, Newton going for the deep ball. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big scoop.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. 24 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Gerald McCoy has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Breeze. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Get the tight end more.
First half. Target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the
off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Both sevens the mic. Both sevens the mic. Gun.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
2nd and 10. Newton again. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
20.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Set. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. It's 59, Mike the 59. So don't say nothing.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Trey Boston. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Check, 47. Focus, defense, focus.
Cam's going to run the option right. Pitches to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Check the running back, 25. 47 left.
Newton to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And now here is another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both...
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Great, great, great.
Hey, let's get them home.
Newton on third down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Newton flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. 59. Hey, here we go.
Breeze is looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Kill. 12.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On 1st down, Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They run it again with Kamara. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for New Orleans, they're